so are you. Yes, you, beautiful person. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. My name is oHSoIcoNic, but if I could, say it with me. I'll be just like you. And today, I want to have another quick little relationship chat. Now, I was doing some research, and I was looking up all of the things that people find to be the most common values, most important in a relationship. And they're all really, really cliche. They're all really cliche. So I started thinking about different aspects of relationships that often go overlooked and figured I could talk about those. So the one I want to address today is cleanliness. Now, one thing that I'm going to try to make consistent is me breaking down exactly what I'm talking about when I begin these relationship chats. So when I'm talking about cleanliness, I'm referring to yellow, lemon, yellow, lemon, yellow. PP, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. Which wears a wristwatch? Okay, let me start over. When I'm talking about cleanliness, I'm not only talking about keeping your home or your workspace tight. I'm also talking about literally keeping a clean body, having a clean mind or clean thoughts, having clean communication, and a clean understanding of what you want this relationship to look like. I'm going to talk about these individually, and I'm going to start with keeping a clean body. When it comes to being physically clean, there are only two things that I want to talk about briefly. And the first is that being physically clean just makes it easier to be around you. When you have fresh breath and you smell clean and your clothes are pressed, or not like this linen shirt where it looks just wrinkled, but it's linen, I'm sorry. It just makes it easier for people to be around you. It makes it easier for people to talk to you. Makes it easier for people to listen to you. And it makes it easier for people to remember the things that you say and remember the type of person that you are. When you're not physically clean, it's very, very, very easy for people to remember you based on the unpleasantness that they experience when being around you. Now, the second thing is, with that, there comes a confidence with taking care of yourself. When you have good grooming, it shows that you care about how you look, and it'll help you care about how you feel. When you take care of yourself in that way, that in turn becomes the first step to being able to take care of somebody else in your relationship. As it pertains to having a clean mind, there are three things I want to discuss. The first is honesty. And when I'm talking about honesty, I'm not talking about you being honest with the person that you're in this relationship with, but I am talking about being honest within your own mind about who you are, the situation you're in, and what you're doing. The reason why that is very important is because any type of dishonesty that you allow into your mind about yourself is causing clutter. Dishonesty is dirty. It's causing clutter in there, and the more you're dishonest, the more you deny different things, the more cluttered your mind becomes. Being honest helps clear that up, and that's going to be one of the first steps to having a clean mind. The next thing that's very important about having a clean mind is that it allows you to have retention. And when I say retention, I mean remembering the details that are most important about the person that you're in a relationship with. How they think, how they move, what things get them triggered, what things may make them smile. All of those things you're able to retain better because you don't have so much clutter in your own mind. The last thing that I think is key to having clean and organized thoughts is understanding when and how you're being conflicted or indecisive. If you're constantly on the fence about things, it is going to be almost impossible for you to stay on a track with another person. Imagine if the both of you are constantly split. Well, now between two people, you have 4 different angles, 4 different paths that you may take. When at the end of the day, you're only trying to have one. So if you can find different ways to eliminate being indecisive in your thoughts, it would allow you to be more decisive with the moves in the relationship. Now, when it comes to clean communication, simply put, to me, it's all about self-awareness. You can't control the perception of the person that you're in a relationship with, but you can control how you say things and how you look when you say them. If you keep that in mind and combine that with what you already know about the person you're in a relationship with, it now allows you to be very, very, very careful with how you do and say things, if for no other reason than to maintain clean communication. The next thing that's also very important to know is the medium with which we choose to communicate. We can get caught up in posts and texts and email, and those are very, very effective ways of communicating. But they're not always the cleanest. In fact, sometimes they can be quite dirty. Getting dumped over text message or getting fired by an email, it doesn't sit well all the time. But talking to someone and being able to feel like a human goes a long way. So I think that is also very important. So the last aspect of cleanliness in a relationship that I like to go over with you is having a clean understanding of the relationship's goals. And that is to say that, for example, if you and I are in a relationship and I don't know what I'm putting into it or why, and you don't know what you're putting into it or why, then we don't really have anything. And this applies to a relationship at work, with your boss or colleague or direct report, and your relationships within your family with family members or your significant other. It applies to all of them because without comprehension and understanding, we really don't have anything. And that's pretty much all I have to say about cleanliness in a relationship. Let me know down in the comments if I've missed anything, but also let me know if there's a subject that you'd like me to go over in one of these quick chats. Slap a like on this video if you'd be so kind. Check out this quick chat right here and subscribe to the channel so you can come back daily for everything that I'm going to be bringing to you. With that being said, my name is oHSoIcoNic, but you're the icon. I'll catch you in the next one.